Hello everyone, welcome to the series of economics in 4 minutes. This is Dr. Atman Shah. In this video, I am going to discuss the idea of deficit financing. You can find more videos on economics, econometrics, statistics, SPPS and App Studio on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with the idea of deficit financing. When government expenditure is higher than government receipts, we have deficit in the budget. So deficit financing is the practice in which a government spends more money than it receives, and this difference being made up by borrowing or minting new funds. So what are the methods of deficit financing? The first is borrowing from the central bank. Government borrows funds from central bank against its securities, and central bank prints new currency. And second is withdrawal of government's accumulated cash balances from the central bank. So we have these two methods to finance deficit. Then why deficit financing is important? First is economic development. For developing nations, economic growth requires public finances, and private players are not interested in financing huge expenditure. For example, big infrastructure projects, poverty alleviation programs, other welfare programs. And on the other hand, government is not in a position to mobilize resources through tax and non-tax revenues. And therefore, deficit financing is required. Second is to finance war. Now, deficit financing is a method of financing war expenditure because during the war time, it becomes difficult for the government to mobilize adequate resources. And deficit financing is used as a means of raising funds. Third is remedy for recession. Deficit financing is used as an instrument of economic policy for removing the conditions of recession through higher public spending. And it was propounded by J.M. Keynes that during recession, government should increase the expenditure to help the economy to get out of the recession. Now, what are the adverse effects? First is inflation. Due to deficit financing, money supply increases, which increases the purchasing power and aggregate demand in the economy, which in turn increases the general price level. Second is adverse effect on saving. So inflation reduces savings. And since we have lower savings, this leads to decrease in investment. And fourth is adverse effect on balance of payment. Now, because of inflation, exports become expensive, and on the other hand, the money supply increase actually increases the imports, and therefore we have deficit in the balance of payment. So this is the idea of deficit financing. If you like this video, kindly share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.